study psychology. They study the way the human mind works, how they can manipulate people. And they steer them into the direction to where they know that if they say they can't have it, they're going to line up to take it. And that's exactly what's going on here. An avalanche of people are showing up. And the media is framing concerns about the side effects by concentrating on health problems in the immediate aftermath of the vaccination. You know, this is how they cover it up. They don't talk about certain things. When they cover the topic, it's a fluff. It's not even a one side. It's a very limited scope of propaganda that they are using. And here's a perfect example of it, to where they are hyping up that, you know, people aren't there, and then when they show the coverage, they show all the people lined up for the vaccine. And they're always pushing for the vaccine. They don't never talk about the solution. They just always talk about the only solution is taking the vaccine. Check out this clip and watch carefully for the propaganda for yourself.
Beginning today, an independent group of health advisors will monitor the safety of the H1N1 flu vaccine. The government is also checking to spot any problems, but the special group of experts will raise any red flags that the government misses. Our Dr. Jennifer Ashton is here with more on both of these. Jen, good morning.
Good morning, Debbie. The shortages of the H1N1 flu vaccine have frustrated many people who are worried about the virus. The White House says the government will eventually catch up to the demand for the H1N1 flu vaccine. Still, the vaccine is really not readily available to those who need it, and some are asking exactly who is first in line.
About 15 minutes, we will go ahead and start. Thank you very much.
At H1N1 vaccination clinics across the country, thousands of people lined up to get their chance at a shot.
5 hours, it's worth it for me.
In Bakersfield, California, people camped out overnight to get their vaccinations. In Snohomish County, Washington, thousands jammed clinics.
And breathing? Good job.
Many crossed the border from Canada to get free swine flu shots. Demand for the H1N1 vaccine continues to exceed supply, but the CDC says it's closing the gap. As of Friday, 26.6 million doses were available. That's 10.5 million more doses than the week before.
And we will have all the vaccine we need in very short order, and people should have some confidence about that.
Now, the government is also releasing all of its remaining supply of children's Tamiflu, a drug that reduces the symptoms of the virus. In early October, they released 300,000 doses. The CDC is now emptying stockpiles and releasing another 234,000 doses. Debbie?
Well, Jen, so we've been concerned that there would be enough of the H1N1 vaccine.
Right.
Now, do parents have to be worried about there being enough Tamiflu if their kids get this?
Well, clearly this is concerning, Debbie. The estimates are that this virus could infect 1 of 3 Americans, so certainly 200,000 doses will barely crack the surface. The good news is the drug maker will always be making more, and as more vaccine rolls out, people can really shift their focus to prevention instead of treatment.
All right, quickly, let's get to a couple of interesting results in the recently released 60 Minutes Vanity Fair poll.
Right.
One of the questions was, will the H1N1 flu vaccine be effective? 48% said yes, 34% says no. What do you make of that?
Well, you know, the vaccine doesn't 100% protect you from getting the flu, Debbie, but it does reduce the likelihood. So again, it's not surprising, but people really do need to know that it's very important.
All right, Dr. Jen Ashton, thank you so
You bet,
much.
Debbie.
It's so great. Now, if you want more, go to 60minutes.com.
You know, what they're not telling you is these vaccines, this Tamiflu and stuff, really is not effective at all on the mutations of even the seasonal flu. And the H1N1 spray mist actually contains the live virus. And you can be contagious up to 3 weeks after taking it. It seems like everything that they're doing, they want a pandemic, they want a mutation. I mean, it's just incredible. And then polls, all that shows me is that people are not informed in what's going on. At the main website, harrythomas.info, if you on the front page, there's a 2008-2009 swine flu pandemic pamphlet. It's a PDF document, very easy to print out, 2 sides, something very effective to get people informed about what is going on with this current man-made pandemic, this fear campaign that they want, these vaccines that they're pushing, and the propaganda behind it. Here's the CFR saying vaccines are no more harmful than a tuna sandwich. In a video, members of the CPR symposium admit that the crazy people telling the truth about flu vaccinations on the internet. The CFR says that it needs to dispense more propaganda. For instance, that there's more mercury in a tuna sandwich than the flu shot. But when was the last time that you injected a tuna sandwich into your bloodstream? And there's a video of that up, too, in the weekly news section. One has to wonder if the members of the CFR symposium actually believe this nonsense, or if they're peddling it just because they think it'll sell vaccines to the sheep. About 1,500% increase in autism since 1991 is directly related to thimerosal in vaccines, not the consumption of tuna salads. It says here that the Norwegian Medicines Agency is reporting that people are suffering serious side effects from the pandemic's vaccine. But then again, you know, on most of the mainstream media, it's hush-hush. They don't like talking about that stuff. They just want to talk about how you need to bring yourself and your kids, your precious little children, to be infected by their inoculation. It's incredible. And here it is. 3 more children injected against parents' wishes. We got another mistake. We reported this last week also. Has become a flagrant official disregard for parental rights. Another 3 children have been injected by the swine flu vaccine against their parents' wishes as schools institute mass inoculation programs with little concern about consent. A girl in Brooklyn suffered an allergic reaction to the H1N1 shot after nurses injected her with the vaccine without the consent. A 16-year-old Nayaki Torres-Pierre takes medicine to control her epilepsy, and it was for this reason her mother was waiting on doctor's advice, but they gave it to her anyway. And but it's not just 3. We've seen it over and over again with these episodes. And this person, what? It doesn't matter if there's consent or not.